Hey, how are you doing? Today I'm just going to show you how I prepare my cow legs. Yeah, you can call them hooves or feet, whatever you want to call them. So as you see, these ones were roasted on a charcoal stove. Then after I put them in the oven, but you can skip that part of the oven. Just have them roasted on a charcoal stove and get that nice brown color for flavor. So these are some of my ingredients that I'm going to be using. For my hooves, I just have tomatoes. It's going to be purely boiled. Then I have potatoes, that is chili and rosemary. And then I have the spring onions. Then I have onions, I have carrots, I have garlic. So what I'm going to do, let me first start by cutting these, put them aside, then we continue with our video. So we're done with cutting our vegetables. Now this is my small pot. Some of you must have seen these pots. They sell them in the villages, and I like them for slow cook. It's a bit small for my hooves, but I'll find a way of squeezing them to fit in this small pot of mine. So I'll put in the hooves, then I'll use a liter of water for the start, because remember, these hooves, we cook them for 2.5 hours to 3 hours depending on what you're using: charcoal, firewood, gas, but it's between 2.5 hours to 3 hours. This is purely boiled and very healthy, good like for a hangover. When you've gone out and you have a bad hangover, you can take this soup, and it's very healthy, and it's a full meal, because once you put in Irish potatoes, it really becomes a full meal. So we'll keep adding water and salt, because remember, the water reduces. Every after like an hour, add more water and add more salt. Look at that, look at it, it's already looking nice even before boiling it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to cover it, put it on my cooker, then I'll set the timer for 1 hour, and then after cooking for 1 hour, we shall be back, remove the lid, and then we see how it looks like. Then we can put in the rest of the vegetables. I usually like cooking first for 1 hour before I put in anything. So let's give it time and we'll be back. Wow, this is after an hour, look at that. So now I'm going to put in my garlic. I love putting in my vegetables after boiling my hooves for 1 hour. I need to first get that soup, then I'll add in more water after putting in my vegetables. So I've put in my garlic. Now I'm going to add my onions. I don't like putting my vegetables towards the end. I like putting them in after an hour so that they cook. Right now I'm putting in the onions and garlic to cook for 30 minutes so that those flavors can incorporate into that soup and even into the hooves. So I'm going to cover for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, then I'll open and then put in our tomatoes. I put in the tomatoes just after 30 minutes. I don't want to put them all at a go. I like first putting in onions, garlic, then tomatoes. Then the tomatoes, I put them now because I really want them to cook and become soft and give this soup that nice color that you will see in the video ahead once it's ready. And then once my tomatoes are ready, they may cook also like for 1 hour. I only put in the Irish when I'm almost about to remove my hooves. That's like 30 minutes towards the end. So once the tomatoes cook and I see they are ready, that is when I'll put in the Irish. So right now you can see the Irish is almost there. Then the carrots, I also put them towards the end because I still want them crunchy. Yeah, I put in my carrots and cook them probably like for 10 minutes. Then I'll finish with coriander and spring onions at the end. Let's continue with our video. Okay, I didn't show you that point when I put in my chili. I put it at the point when I'm putting in my Irish, because the Irish, I told you I put it in 30 minutes towards the end. So that's the time I put in my chili and rosemary. I don't want it too spicy. I just want to taste the chili, that flavor of the chili. As you watch the video, you can see this soup is purely boiled. We don't need oil because the hooves have their own fat, so they create some little oil, so we don't need oil. Even we don't need spices. We don't need any spice. I haven't put in any spice at all. It's just boiled with vegetables, and when you take it, it's just mouth-watering. You taste that chili. It just has a nice taste. That's all I can say. Let's continue with the video. That's it, our soup is ready, so I'm going to serve. As you can see, I'm putting it into a bowl, and then I'm going to garnish it with some coriander. Wow, look at it, very healthy. That's coriander that I'm using to garnish. So it's ready. I'm going to serve it, and then we shall taste and see if it's ready. So that's it from Mo's Kitchen. Remember to like and subscribe. Look at that button down there, subscribe. Please press on that button to subscribe, then share our videos with other people so that they get to know about Mo's Kitchen. That's it. Bye bye.